name's Dibby.
My name's Dobby.
And welcome to
Gameception Episode 1. So in this series, we are going to try and create some games, video games or actual board games, in Minecraft. And we thought, what's the most popular game on the internet right now? It's 2020, if you're watching this in the future. It's Among Us, obviously. And there's going to be some of you thinking, hang on, you're just ripping off some other people. I've seen Among Us in Minecraft before. Yes, that's true. It exists. I've seen it.
I haven't.
But it's all using mods or command blocks or something. We're going to try and build this in just normal
Vanilla
Minecraft. So it's going to probably be less like the actual game, but I think we can get it fairly accurate. Okay, so hi, it's the next day. Dibby isn't here. I thought I'd do a bit of working on this in the meantime. Ignore this for now. I've tweaked this. I tried to get it so that more than one person could do it in a game. That didn't really go to plan. I had to take down a lot. That's fine, I don't care. Not like lots of hours of hard work and wasted. It doesn't matter. Anyway, so it can only be done once per game. I think there are only 8 wires in the game of Among Us. Normally, as I'm sure you know, you do 3. You do chains of 3 in a row. I think for this, because you can only do 1 once, it's going to have to be 2, and that allows for 4 separate people to have that task. I think is the best option. Anyway, it should now work, and the way that the whole game is going to work, I think, is at the start, you are given some paper that's renamed to your tasks, and you can then put them in this hopper here, or there'll be a hopper for every task. Then you have to complete the task in order to get it sent from the hopper to somewhere else. That will be the task bar, essentially. And for chain tasks, like wires, you'll have another dispenser that will dispense the location of your next task and the paper you put in the hopper there. I think is how it's going to work. So I've set everything up. I haven't tested it yet. I thought I'd do that with you. Let's say the block of redstone is the task, so I just put that in there. It should stay, okay? And red goes in here, yellow goes in here, blue goes in here, pink goes in here. Okay. I'll just push all these buttons. Hopefully. Oh, I need to put something in here. So this is the location of the next task. I've done this right. When I push this button, this should be sent out, and this should be spent. This is looking good. Yeah, see you down here. Okay, success. I guess I'll get started with the next task then. Ugh, this took so long. I'm kidding, of course, this was the easiest task in the world. It's the divert power task. I think you all know why that's easy. So this is the first one that you'll find in electrical. So you've got the next one in here, and then you put your own task here. And then, so if you flick the lever, and that's been dispensed, you might have just caught that. And this has now gone, sorry, it went down here. There it is. The one that was dispensed, you come here, wherever it tells you that these are the second ones. You just drop it in there, push the button, that will be in here. Okay, good. That was really embarrassing. I guess I better keep going then. Okay, so I've come to a decision. I'm not going to show you or even bother designing the really small tasks, like the one in navigation where you have to align the steering, or the emptying the trash. They're all easy to design. I've basically designed them already with the divert power. Let's move on to a challenge now. I'm going to try the start reactor. You might be thinking, that's not so bad. Except, it's not a visual task. So I can't have redstone lamps going on and off. I'm going to have to think of some way of letting the person who's doing the task know what order to push the buttons in. But not let the other people nearby know. So this might be challenging. Your item in here, and it stays there until you complete the task. You start it by pressing this button, and you'll see one top box appear there. It's blue. In this blue, the blue colour there is purple here. I'm not sure why I did that. I was probably just not having a good brain moment. Right, press that. And if you come back here, cyan and red. Cyan, you have to wait a little bit just to make it sure everything works, because I don't want it to be broken. And then red, and we should see three boxes appear. White, red, and cyan. We press white, red, and cyan. Come back here. Red, yellow, orange, white. Item's still here, by the way. Red. Embarrassing if I forget the colours, wouldn't it? Yellow, orange, white, and back here. Cyan, blue, cyan again, yellow, red. Because we got cyan twice, we don't have to do it, so it's just blue, yellow, red that we have to do. So if I do blue and yellow, and item's still here, red, and if we watch, it should disappear. There we go, almost perfect timing, and it's in here, because the hopper just unlocked. Now it should be locked again, so if I just, yeah, it's locked. Any plan to have this all like neat lines of the tasks? This kind of absorbed everything else. You can see over there, Dibby's made some progress with floors and stuff. Anyway, when you press this button, it activates this first bit here, which essentially powers this dispenser with sometimes you lose a shulker box. This is embarrassing. I don't know how it happens, it just disappears. Probably lag or something. I'll fix that later. Anyway, what should happen is there are 9 coloured shulker boxes in here with tridents, because I don't know why. And those tridents, the amount will make each one a different reading on a comparator. So this dispenser gets powered randomly. Each gets powered and dispenses a random shulker box, which this observer here detects. And then a short while later, this piston extends and breaks it, and there's a hopper down below with a towel droppers that put it back in the original dispenser. That's not really important. And what it also does is it's got this comparator here, and it's transferring that signal strength through all of this into this thing here. So the top redstone line is 1 signal strength less, because you can see there's 2 redstone dust here, whereas the bottom is the same signal strength. It's got these repeaters underneath. So basically, all these torches that are the signal strength or less than the signal strength, they'll all turn on, because these will turn off. Unless they are equal to or less than 1 less than signal strength, in which case they'll also turn off. So the only exception is the one that is the signal strength, which will have power to the bottom torch but not the top. So that's how we get a single output. And then here we've got 9 T flip-flops, 1 for each signal strength. A T flip-flop, if you don't know, turns a pulse into a constant output. So like if I press the button, then if it went through a T flip-flop, and like the light would stay on, and if I press the button again, the light will turn off. And all of these T flip-flops, in their own way, run into this area here. And don't be confused by the torches. This is actually like the output of them now. It's been knotted an even number of times, so it's fine. And so, as soon as we get a shulker box here, we will get a T flip-flop activated, which will turn on this redstone dust here. No matter which T flip-flop, they all find their way here, using various slime and honey blocks. They all find their way here, which extends this piston. Now when you press the corresponding button here, it moves a piston with a barrel on the front. If you're trying to replicate this in Java Edition, it won't work, I'm afraid. And yeah, this whole thing here is a convoluted way of transferring signal strength without letting it decrease into here, which is just a mirror image of what's on this side. Also going into the T flip-flops. As soon as you turn off the T flip-flop, it will retract this piston. So this observer will send a signal here, where it splits into 2 separate pulses, which goes to this observer, so we get 2 one-tick pulses. This here is my favourite contraption, the half-flying machine. Some of you might have seen it in my previous improvement challenges video. And it powers twice, so this observer will move to here and then to here. As it goes past, it's going to power this, which will go through like that. So we're going to get 1 pulse here from this repeater after 1 second, and it's also going to power this piston. You'll get another pulse. We have two separate pulses going here, up here, all the way across, back to the original circuit, and the two pulses mean that two shulker boxes get dispensed, which activates two more to flip-flops, and then you press the buttons again, which sends another two pulses. So the observer that was here goes to here and here, which activates this redstone dust, which gives us one pulse, and it snakes around here, two pulses, and here three pulses, so we get three shulker boxes dispensed, and so on, until it gets to the end. And we just got here, 5 shulker boxes would have been dispensed, as soon as you turn off all the two flip-flops. So this redstone block at the bottom moves 2 more spaces with this redstone dust here. Going into here, you'll recognise this from the Improvement Challenges video. It's the same comparative bus extender, the same redstone clock with the observer, which will send this all the way back. The only extra thing is when this goes all the way back, it would also power these. So we've got this thing here. So whenever this is firing, it will retract this piston here. So no matter how many pulses we get along this row here, it's not going to affect anything there. Now hearing that, you're probably thinking, I mean, yeah, that's kind of complicated, but it wouldn't take me a whole week. Yes, it would. I'm checking out, it would. It took me a whole week because, I mean, copying it, when I've told you how to do it, would not take a week. Thinking about it and debugging it and doing everything else, there have been a lot of times I've just had to tear the whole thing down. And this isn't even the end of the video, we've got more tasks to do. Oh, and also this puzzle extender goes to here, which is what you saw at the start of this bit when the hopper got unlocked, which will move the item. When I said a week ago, let's do a challenge, this will be fun, I did not mean for this to happen. Oh god. I suppose I better get cracking on the next tasks then. So this is the filter leaves task, and these droppers will all be full of leaves at some point. I haven't actually put them in yet because I just can't bother to keep emptying my inventory and doing it over and over again. And obviously it's now locked, the item can't go through. When you press this button, what's going to happen is a random shulker box will be dispensed. These are the same shulker boxes as over there in the reactor task. So a random 1 in 9 thingy, and I've got the same circuit here, just only one half of it. So only going to get one output. Then it's where it goes differently from the reactor task. Each of these outputs splits into a different signal, making use of these wacky pistons, and all eventually make their way to a different dropper here, which, as I said, doesn't have leaves in. We put these into the barrel. So this button doesn't activate this dispenser. It activates the piston which pushes the observer, which splits into 5. I can't, like I said, my brain is working, I can count. 5 separate pulses, each 4 ticks apart, which dispenses a shock box and then breaks it. That should work. So we get 5 different pulses here, and 5 different 5 different droppers, sorry, that activated from the leaves into 5. And that might not be different, but that's okay. I'm now going here. Then what the player has to do is search for the leaves, open the barrels, take them out, and put them into this barrel over here. And then they press the button, all that will go out of the barrel and into some circuitry below, and they should be unlocked. Right, so all of them now have at least 2. I hope that will be enough. Button. Wait for everything to happen. And 1, 2, 3, good. 4, 5. I actually did this. I'm smart at redstone. Okay. Right. So you put the items in there. And here's the next bit of... So we've got our item in here. And when we've got our 5 items here. And we push this button, it'll all go into this chest. And if we come observer, you can't see, but it's looking into that dropper, and it should detect whenever it's powered. Go into this barrel, it doesn't need to be a barrel, but I was doing some testing early with other stuff. I can bother to replace it. It goes here, and I told myself, you know what, Dobby? No more half flying machines. I mean, they're fine, they're great and they're useful, but this is what it was supposed to be. Fairly easy task. It wasn't going to need all these half flying machines. And then I made one anyway, because it turns out I did need one. Once the dropper has been powered 5 times, this will be moved over here, the redstone block will go here, and will reset the system, sending this back, but more importantly, it will go along this redstone here, down here, the redstone torch, which goes to the redstone dust I showed you earlier, that was causing the problem with the dropper. And that should unlock the hopper, which still has the item in, as soon as I press this button. Yes! Yes, it works! Oh, this is wonderful news. Okay, we're not done, obviously.
This has been Dibby.
This has been Dobby.
Thank you for watching.
Gameception Episode 1, Among Us in Minecraft.
If you enjoyed,
then leave a like or a nice comment, it does mean a lot to us.
If you want to see more content like this, please subscribe.
Thanks for watching.
Bye bye.